Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds a little space. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football. But who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. It's in between the tackles. He keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick completion on the out route. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position is going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the defense because he got nothing after the catch. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Defense in press coverage. The inside handoff.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Almost almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays. And I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence, and you'll start looking elsewhere.
The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And now this offense will take the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And the Commodores with a 2nd short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Off the play fake. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Split backs here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown Doors. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfect.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See,
and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
this is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-point scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy. It's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here comes the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Up-tempo for the offense. Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well done. And a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback running on the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Fires on the move. And he's in for the touchdown.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited.
Nice drive, buddy.
Use that momentum to start the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense.
Take it.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Tomorrow's Ramadan, yeah.
And the big fella,
he smashes his way through again.
I think it's, it's Chinese in Ramadan or something like that. That's what the I-City School District sent out.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it off in the flats. Fighting off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he will score! Touchdown, Commodores!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
and I think being down.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Creates a little room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. There he goes. And it's in there for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's sharp. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Bring in the heat. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Got his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. A first down for the offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle offense to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I think so.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. Got enough space. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because
touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Gets away from one, finds some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using the quick game, they'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, the defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And here comes the punt team. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quarterbell.
The give to the tailback.
No.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I think there's some.
And this is a
I guess
pressing
I don't know. I
time
can
for
ask
this
that.
defense. They've got to understand they're They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football.
Probably.
They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football
Into the
back
pool
to
they
the
can get
offense
now.
because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Commodores are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Good job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Breaks into the open.
Yes. Yes.
He's at the finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. we need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
40 and 42.
Finds his man. It's Sharp. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Quick release by the QB. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To the air on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another...